Hey guys, my name is Kamronni, and welcome back to more Let's Play Fire Emblem Awakening. So in last episode, we went to Paralog 4, and we got Anna as a recruitable character. And in this episode, we were going to be going to Chapter 10, The Midmire, which, it's a chapter we're going to make for the main story. So it's going to be the chapter following up Emmeryn's death. So this is going to be quite a heavy chapter in terms of emotions and feels. So yeah, it's going to be kind of a not tedious, but like difficult episode, I guess you could say. But before we do, we have plenty of support conversations that we need to get out of the way. As you can see, we have one right here between Lissa and Robin. I believe that's gonna be between, but but yeah, we got Anna. And also another thing is, okay, off camera, I changed Lissa's, I changed her, what am I trying to say? Her class to a sage. I was wanting to show that on camera, but I wasn't paying attention. I was just kind of playing through, and then I did it, and then I saved on all my backup files, and yeah. So she's a sage now. I apologize, but yeah, we have a support conversation right here between Lissa and Robin.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Well...
Huh?
Yeah. Huh?
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Hey. Right. Oh my gosh, this ring is huge! Oh, we're gonna have such a great life together! Yes!
Amazing!
Listen.
Huh?
Nope.
Huh. There.
Really?
I owe you.
Okay.
Phew-wee. Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh.
Yes.
What?
No.
I don't know. Okay.
Well, you.
If you say so.
Right. Please.
Thank you. Yep. Oh, yeah?
What?
Huh?
Maybe.
Right. Hello. Huh.
Interesting.
Ah,
Satisfied?
easy there.
Huh?
Right.
What?
No.
Yes. Listen.
And they make a really cute couple. Anyway, okay, so that's it with the support conversations for today. That was quite a bit, and I hope some of you guys skipped over those. Anyway, Chapter 10, Renewal.
Come on! Crumb! Right. Go!
So, as you can tell, this is going to be kind of a depressing chapter, but we do have to fight some Plegians because they're now in our way. So, selecting our characters. I have a few that need to be leveled up, so I'm going to have those in there as well. I'm going to have Nowi and Donnel. Let's see. For this mission, I recommend you have archers, mages with wind magic, and Crom, but he's kind of required. So yeah, they're going to be effective against certain units that we'll see here in this chapter. Okay. I recommend having some sword units as well, some strong sword units. They will be helpful. And yeah, maybe a few lances, well, like maybe a few on horseback carrying lances or Pegasus knights, I guess you could say. I recommend some heavy, at least a couple like a heavy defensive or two, a heavy defensive unit or two, kind of like Kellam or Vike maybe. Gregor is pretty good for this chapter because he's a pretty strong sword user if you have him leveled up correctly. Lon'qu, I highly recommend him. Let's see, him and Cordelia or whoever you have him paired up with. I really recommend Paris for this mission. Anyway, let's start the fight.
Hold there. Hold on. Damn you! What?
So, with that, we start one of my favorite chapters in this game, one of the most emotion-pulling chapters of this game, and it has my favorite theme in this entire game, in this chapter. This piece that is playing in the background of this mission is one of the most beautifully composed pieces of art I've heard in my life. And I say this with as much seriousness as I can. This arrangement is very beautiful. Anyway, getting on to the strategy of this mission, as you can see, if you look at the landscape, we have quite a bit of units to take out. We have 20, and we also have 4 thieves as well. Now, those thieves, they're carrying valuable items. They're carrying things such as seraph robes, and well, one's carrying seraph robe and bullions. They're carrying useful items, pretty useful items, not rare, so to say, but they're carrying items, pretty useful items. So, if you want to kill those guys, I recommend you taking those out. You can kind of hover above them and see which are which, but they kind of blend in with the Plegians, so it's kind of hard spotting them, but as long as you just kind of look over the map, you can pick them out pretty easily. And take them out and get the valuables. Like, there's one right up there, right to the north, right up there. But, if you look across the map, there are 4 little kind of canyon valley ways. And the leader's up in the northwest. Yeah, northwest. And that's where we need to go. Our mission is to take that guy out. So, Mustafa, which actually, one of the reasons why this is one of the most emotional pulling, like, emotionally hard episodes, or, like, missions in this game, is because, as you learn, the Plegians are soon going to lose their will to fight, because Emeren's words have even affected them. As you will see, and in fact, there are some interesting things as we'll see later in this chapter. As you can see right here right now, the piano solo is playing. I'm just going to be quiet for just for a second so you guys can listen to this.
Here goes. It's Thanks.
So, as you can see, this is a very, very beautifully composed piece of art. I love it. I love this theme. Very, very fitting for this time of the game. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, there's 4 kind of like little canyon valleyways. What you're going to want to do is kind of split your forces going up. You can have like two groups of 2. You can have like 2 groups going in each one. That's kind of what I'm doing. As you can see, I have a group of 2 going up to the right, and I have some coming right up through this way, right here. So yeah, you just kind of want to divide your forces, but since your only goal is to kill the enemy, or rather kill the leader instead of rout the enemy, you don't have to kill all the enemies that are on the battlefield. So if you really want to, you could just go up one pathway and just kind of storm the enemy, but if you're wanting to kind of take your time and kill all these enemies off and get all your experience in, and just kind of enjoy the chapter, I recommend you just kind of taking it, like kind of dividing your units and going up through the main like valleyways of this map. And this map is actually structured kind of interestingly. This is one of my favorite chapters. I do like it a lot. Very emotional. I like the landscape. It just allows for some strategy, and I like it a lot. So, but yeah, very, very, very emotional episode. And as you're gonna soon see, Emeren's words and her sacrifice really did take a toll on these people. As she said, you'll soon see how a selfless sacrifice can change the world. You're getting ready to see how right she really was. But yeah, I changed Lissa to a sage. She's very, very good. She's kind of weak right now, and kind of vulnerable, but we will level her up, and she will make a a fantastic pair with Robin later down the road, and they will kick butt.
Huh?
So, as you can see, they don't even want to fight themselves. They know the sacrifice that Emblem made. The soldiers don't even want to fight. And even the general, he doesn't want to fight either. But he's doing it for the sacrifice of his family. So he's doing it for the reason of his family. Because he knows if he doesn't fight, his family will be killed. So as you can see, very, very, very well thought in story here. I mean, really, he's making these people are making the ultimate sacrifice. So King Gangrel or god names won't kill their families. So as you can see, this Mad King really does need to be stopped. That's what we're gonna do. But for now, gotta take care of these Plegians, even if they aren't willing to fight. And actually, something that's very, very, very interesting that they put in here, and I find it brilliant, really. As you go through this chapter, a lot of the enemies' stats will slowly decrease because their willingness to fight is going down because of what Emmeryn said. And that, I never even noticed that until I read it somewhere. I mean, it's crazy. Like, if you look at the stats of these enemies go down slightly over time as the chapter progresses. I mean, it's amazing what they really, like, the thought they put into this game, and I didn't even notice that for a very long time. And in fact, I would go as far as to say I bet not many of you notice that either. And yeah, if you look at the enemy stats, they'll go slowly down as the chapter progresses because their willingness to fight decreases. They don't really, they see no justice in, fighting us. So, especially after Emmeryn's sacrifice. But yeah, definitely a very, very well thought out mission and just great story here. So, you can see why I love this game so much. Anyway, let's see what Lon'qu got here. I think he got some experience. Yeah, there you go. One thing I really want to see is like one of them get that experience and then kind of level up after it. Because whenever they level up, I always see it on the battlefield. But I always see them in action when they get experience. But it'd be kind of funny for them to run into that. It's like you gain 20 experience and then like they level up. Has anybody else had that happen to them, or does that just not happen? Like, does it just go up to 99 and stop until the next time you fight? I don't know. If somebody's had that experience, let me know, because I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of interested, actually. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just kind of having my units go up through and taking these guys out. It's taking my ones that have to go to the left columns, like my enemies that are still on the southern side. It's taking them a while to get across the map because they have a much farther distance to travel. But these guys have already gone through and they're kind of taking out the enemies. I'm thinking I'm gonna have these two go all the way over here. I think that's gonna work out pretty well. Like, there's not too many enemies on this left side, and I feel comfortable having these two right here. Let's see. But yeah, Lissa's doing very, very well. Oh, there you go, Sarah Probe. That's one of the things that I mentioned earlier. And if you don't take those guys out quickly, they will leave the battlefield, and you will lose out on those opportunities. But don't worry, it's like, sure, there are kind of rare items, but you won't see any items here today that you won't be able to get later throughout the game. So I wouldn't, well, yeah, Master Seal. So like, I wouldn't worry too much about, killing these guys off. If you really, really want to, you can send like your Pegasus Knights or Horseback Riders to go kill them off very quickly, but they don't. Eventually, these units, these thieves will move off the map, but for now they're just kind of hanging out. So I wouldn't stress out about them too much. The reason why I said the reason why I said mages with wind magic is this right here. You got these Draco Knights right here, and you can deal quite a bit of damage with your what am I trying to say? With your mages. So, and yeah, Lissa's kicking butt. She's doing pretty good. It takes a little while to level her up, but once you do, her defense goes up a little bit more, and you can kind of use. Call in the reinforcements, draw them close, then strike. I don't know. I forget what the item is that raises that artificially raises your unit's defense stat, but you can use those as well. It's kind of raise Lissa's defense because that's kind of her lowest, one of her lowest things, I believe. Let me look. Yeah, she doesn't have a very high defense. So, but yeah, you can kind of work on that artificially and just kind of raise her defense if you really want to. But yeah, she can be a very good unit, especially when paired up with someone that she works well with. She can be like a really good backup unit, like not the one that stands up front, but the one that stands in the back and attacks instead of taking the damage. She can be a very good supporting unit and on the battlefield. So that's what I did with her. I recommend you do the same, or you can do something else. And since she's a sage, she can still heal. She can attack with wind magic, and she can still heal. So she's very, very useful. These two right here are fantastic pair, guys. Tharja.
Do you like darkness?
Do you like darkness? Oh, I love her. She's a great character. All right, let's see. So there you go, critical. I love criticals. Let's see if we can take this guy out. Get Luna. Oh, hey, I called it! Yay! called the Luna. Boom! And it's not even that much more of an effect, but hey, every little bit of extra damage counts, and plus it looks pretty cool. But as you can see, we kind of like made everybody go up through the pathways, and they've taken everybody out. But after 5 turns, reinforcements will appear on these forts, and they'll most likely, well, they're going to be Draconites, the guys that are on the Dragon, Wyvern, well, Wyvern Riders, I guess you could say. You can call them Draconites or Wyvern Riders. I don't think there's much of a difference between them. But, and the reason why I said earlier is, like, the reason why I recommend sword units is because there's quite a bit of axe units throughout this mission, as you've seen, so I recommend sword units as well. Crom is very effective with this Falcon against the Draco Knight, so I recommend that as well. But you know, Crom's already, he's kind of forced to be here. But make good use of him, I guess, is what I'm saying. I think we actually killed all the thieves. We killed at least 3 of them, I know that for sure. I'll go back through the recording and look later, but I believe we killed them all. I kind of forget. But we've killed all of the enemy units, except, well, we're getting ready to get reinforcements here, but we're just gonna kind of move everybody across here to take out the leader, who doesn't even want to fight himself, but he's doing it for his family, which, honestly, the reason why this chapter is kind of hard for me is because this is one of the or really the first, one of the very first enemies we've had to go against. That wasn't just some scumbag trying to kill us. I mean, this guy, he seems like he seems like a real guy, like a nice guy. He's just fighting because he has to, not because he has anything against us or Imran. In fact, he's probably more on our side than he is King Gangrel's, but he has to have his family live. He doesn't want his family to be killed because he abandoned Plegia. So it's very, I love this chapter, and it's actually kind of hard to kill this guy right here, but we have to, and we're getting ready to do his Donnel. So here we go. We're gonna have no trouble with this at all because Donnel's kind of overpowered. See, let's attack again. And we didn't quite kill him off. I'm surprised now we didn't attack right there, but Donnel did level up, and nearly a perfect level up. Leveled up all of his stats except for magic, which he really doesn't need. It's very, very impressive, but I think it would serve a lot of justice for Crom to deal the final blow here. So,
Yes? Hey. All right.
All right.
Hold on.
I'm so sorry.
Gods! Gods!
Hey. All right. Still. Yeah.
Hang in there. Just don't fail.
Don't falter.
What a pair we make.
Right.
You can do it.
Need a hand?
Got you covered. May the gods bless us.
Stand tall.
Don't forget me.
Thank me later. Gregory's on job.
Allow me.
Thank you. I will not falter again.
Oh, great.
Really? What?
All right.
Still.
Right.
Yes. Right.
So, despite the emotional toll and all that we've been through, we still stand behind Krob, and we're still gonna fight, and we're still united. So, I believe that's a good ending point for this episode. Next time on Let's Play Fire Emblem Awakening, we will go to Chapter 11, Border Waste. I've been Kamronni, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys back here next time. So, goodbye guys.